Hello, my chariots. Welcome back to my channel for another pick a card reading that I have for you today. Today's reading is going to be what is your person thinking about when it comes to you? All right. We will dig in, we'll do a deep dive and see, are they even thinking about you? What's crossing their mind? We'll see what messages come through from spirit. I do have three piles here to choose from, but before I go over them, I just wanted to say hello and welcome my new subscribers. So if you are new, welcome to this channel. If you do like what you see, please don't forget to like, share my videos, and comment when you can. It's always a great energy exchange. And then for my returning subscribers, welcome back. It's always nice to have your energy and your presence here in this community. It's wonderful to see you and feel you. And I thank you for your continued support. For those of you that don't know, I do have an Etsy shop. My link is in the description below. So if you are looking for a personal or a more private reading, please click on the link. You could check out and see what readings I have available if you want that more one-on-one personal experience. All right, so let's take a look at the piles that I have for you today. There are three piles. So pile one, this is Barbara Moore's wizard deck. Okay, I have all heart crystals today, and you may be attracted to the wizard deck or the labradorite stone. Okay, which is one of the beautiful crystals out there. I actually just purchased a labradorite necklace for myself recently that I've been wearing around the clock. Okay, pile two right here. This is Ciro Marchetti's Gilded Tarot, if that interests you. And what I have here is the beautiful pink amethyst. All right. So not sure if you can see it, if it's bright enough. Today's very cloudy here in Pennsylvania, so it is very dark. So I'm not reading actually in the evening, but I don't like the overhead light on that I have here now because I feel like it gives a glare. So hopefully you can still get a sense. And then pile three over here, you have another Barbara Moore deck. This is the Steampunk Tarot deck with this stone right here, and this is Scolecite. All right. So those are going to be the three piles for you today. My chariots, you know what you need to do in order to pick your pile. If you are drawn to more than one pile, that's perfectly fine. Just means that there might be messages in the other piles that you need to hear. And also just to note, sometimes throughout the readings, you'll hear me reference the other piles. And that's because oftentimes when I'm reading for the collective, I do feel like there is a story or a theme that goes on in each pile, and oftentimes they are linked. So when I feel that or I see multiple cards showing up in the other readings, you will hear me mention. It's totally up to you if you want to go look at those other piles. Nobody's forcing you to do so. So if that's not something that you like to do, then you can kindly just ignore when I mention the different piles and continue and focus on the message in the reading that you picked. Okay, so why don't we get started? Pick your pile and I will see you there. Hello, pile one. All right, you were drawn here to Barbara Moore's Wizard Tarot deck, or perhaps the Labradorite Crystal. All right. And the reading today is what is your person thinking about when it comes to you? So that's what we'll be taking a look at. But before we get started, let's just take that moment to go within and focus, connect with our third eye chakra, and strengthen our intuition. All right. So pile one, if you can take in a deep breath for me right now. I want you to release any negative energies that you're feeling at this time. And I just want you to take that moment to quiet your mind. I am looking for my intuition to connect with yours so that I can bring you the messages that you need to hear most at this time. So I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner power. And I trust my intuition always. All right, so look at this beautiful stone. All right, labradorite. Talk about a powerful stone. I chose all hearts today for some reason, but lately I have been drawn to the labradorite crystal itself in understanding how powerful this stone actually can be. Um, it is associated primarily with the crown and third eye chakra, but it is powerful enough that it can be associated with all chakras, all seven primary chakras within our system. And that's because this stone is big on transformation. All right. Um, it helps us to connect or tone with the higher realms. Okay, so it's powerful in that way. It does drive us through transformation. Um, it helps us to work and increase on our psychic abilities and work with our intuition, something that you'll always hear me speak of in the beginning of my readings. All right. And also, it is a stone which I didn't even realize until I did some more digging and research that it is a great stone for helping with anxiety. All right. So if you are someone that is very much high in anxiety. All right, this may be the stone for you. When you look at it, it looks like a dark stone, almost, black, but yet then you have those beautiful colors of blue and gold, okay, that are shining through. So definitely very unique. When it comes to zodiac signs, this stone is associated with Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. All right. So that may connect with you as well. All right. So we are taking a look today at what is your person thinking about when it comes to you. If they're thinking about you at all, what is on their mind, what's going on in their situation. We will take a little bit of a deep dive here and see what messages come through for you, pile one. So we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Queen of Wands. Ace of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Temperance, the Nine of Wands, the Devil, and the Hermit. All right, very interesting. Let me just grab a couple more. Let me grab one here from the Kipper. Coffin. One more. I think this is Myth and Fire. Ooh, and that one just flew out, so we must take it, right? Worth fighting for. All right. So let me see what's going on here. First couple of messages that I feel that are coming through in regards to your person pile one is um there's a steamy seduction feeling that's coming through. Okay. When I look at this Queen of Wands up here, there's this feeling of, your person feels very much, they think about how sensual you are. There's a sensuality. I'm sorry, I can't speak today. Um, there's a inspiration, there's a passion that I feel is flowing through your person whenever that they think about you. The fact that the Devil card is the cross card in the Celtic reading here is what I'm feeling is that there's a temptation here. All right. So they see you they as a temptation. All right. So take that how it resonates in the fact that are you in a situation, or is your person in a situation that um they feel that you're sort of hands off. All right. And I do feel from the past energies over here of the Ace of Wands that there was an immediate connection sexually, physically, that chemistry, that high chemistry that attracted the two of you. All right. With this Ace of Wands, this strong phallic symbol that seems to be coming through, and then at the same time seeing and feeling this spark, this fire, this passion that I feel that the both of you immediately picked up on. And what is interesting is I'm also getting this strong feeling that this is something that is not publicly recognized, or it's kept a secret within your person. So for some of you, you may not even know that this person is attracted to you. Okay. I feel like, whoever this person is, they go at great lengths, look at this coffin, to keep that lid closed. This is something that they keep and hold inside of them. This is something that's not discussed publicly, and yet there's this sense of thrill. There's this sense of joy. We have the number 19 here, which represents the sun. And that is that divine masculine energy that represents pure joy, pure happiness. So I feel that there's your person has sort of put a lid on this. You've heard that saying where you close the casket. In this case, I feel like it's the feelings that the attraction that your person has for you that is what they keep to themselves. All right. Um, and it could even be someone, when I see this Hierophant down here in the corner, it's a very, um, it very much could be someone that is already married. So again, you may be unaware of the feelings that this person has for you. All right. Again, while this devil card comes out as the cross card, and the cross card is usually like the obstacle or what's hindering, okay, whatever it is that I'm looking for, searching for when I'm doing readings. Uh, this devil energy screams temptation, as if your person knows that um, it's it's not right, that you're off limits in some way, either because again of the situation that they're in, the situation that you're in, or it could be both of you. So because of that, I feel that your person sits in this Knight of Swords energy. All right. And this is the true knight, like this is the knight that wants to rush into battle. You see this card that came through here, that feeling, that energy of worth fighting for. This Knight of Swords, this air energy. Of wanting to rush into battle. And it's a little bit, this Knight of Swords can be reckless at times because they don't take the time to think about the consequences. And this does represent to me some sort of communication because we are talking about swords. We are talking about air energy, which represents words and logic and the mind, and communication. So I feel like, this person's dying to talk to you. So whether they have not ever talked to you at all, and you have just been wondering or suspecting, someone that's crossed your mind, is this someone that you do know for a long time, but again, you're in your own situations, your own environment, and yet if you're anywhere near each other, you're picking up on some attraction, some energy that you can't seem to shake. All right. That's what's being clarified here with this devil energy. The Six of Wands again down here is what's showing me that there's something here again that your person feels this need to keep hidden. Um, the Six of Wands is a card all about external validation, you'll hear me say. So even though this is a card that represents victory and success, to me, more importantly, the energy shows that you're looking for victory and success from the people that surround you. Okay, and that's showing me, you're still worried about what other people think so that you tread lightly. All right. So in this case, this isn't something, this feeling that your person thinks about that has for you. It's not something that they just go walking around discussing with anyone and everyone. That's why that coffin is here. The Hierophant to me shows me that when it comes to your person's emotions, now this is Taurus energy, which is that earth energy, showing me that there could be some sort of complication here because, compared to perhaps your person's their environment or their 3D material world is already progressing, or how their journey is already moving, you are something, again, that popped up. You're unique from the road that they were sort of traveling on, that they were used to. And with this temperance here, look at this. It's showing me this beautiful yin yang energy. All right. It's because we have the infinity sign. So there was some sort of that connection, that yin yang energy that your person's feeling with you, where they're feeling this balance, right? They're feeling this balance. It's like that feeling of completion that you have when you meet someone, where you feel like that other half of you has been missing. What's interesting though with this energy is it's not just a balance, but it's a specific mix. It's an alchemy, because you're looking for that, just that right mix. And that's, I feel, how your person, how you make them feel, okay, in their own environment. Uh, and it's caused them to do a lot of soul searching, all right? With the hermit here, with the hermit, this is someone that goes within, and they're really, the hermit's very intelligent, okay? Their intuition is pretty much right on, okay, because they are following this light, but they usually have to go within. They take time out, so they go into hiding. So again, this is showing me that your person feels very, they're either protecting almost this secret, that they're making sure that you do not find out or no one else finds out. It's something that they carry within them and that they reflect on, um, tremendously, to the point that I do feel with the Nine of Wands here, it gives them anxiety. It gives them some sleepless nights. All right. So that could be the reason why the Labradorite is linked to this card, because if this feeling that your person has for you, is hard to shake, um, they may feel, that they need something to relieve the feelings that they get, when they think about you. Because again, there's a strong feeling here that that they know that, with the Hierophant here, they feel like as if this is not the traditional or conventional way or path that they are on now currently. Okay, so that may confuse them, uh, and it causes them to worry. And with the Page of Pentacles here, it does show me with the Knight of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, there's definitely a feeling where, yeah, like your person wants to extend the olive branch to you in some way. And I do feel that's what they reflect on also. Like, can they reach out, or can they somehow connect with you in a harmless way, where they feel that. Uh, where they feel that there's not going to be any conflict or drama, or anything that severely unravels from this. I do feel that they think about that as well. Let me just clarify this center energy. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles. So, I mean, this also could be, again, it could be someone that you work with and you're just, not sure, you're picking up on those sensations that you're feeling from this person. But we have the Three of Pentacles here. So it represents to me that teamwork, that collaboration, that building. So it could either mean that you two are at work and that's where these feelings are occurring, or that there is some sort of third party situation that exists in your person's world or your world, and they know with this devil energy here that, again, it's a temptation at this time for them. So let me just clarify this final outcome card, and then I'm going to pull some messages from your person. The Two of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the King of Swords. That's interesting. So, what that's pointing out to me, and let's just see the bottom of the deck. Wow, High Priestess. So, a couple things here. This beautiful High Priestess, which has all that intellect because her intuition, all right, is so uh, all knowing, and she knows the truth. So you see, look at how she's wearing blue, okay, in this deck. Like the blue really stands out to me in this deck. This is a beautiful deck. I should use it more often, but see, her intuition is very high. So your person has these feelings, okay? And they know that they have these feelings for you. I feel like the problem is over here, this King of Swords who tries to sit here. And what's interesting, what's also coming through with this deck today is I feel like your person, when I'm looking at these cards, they definitely have a dark side or a mysterious side to them. When I look at these pictures, what I'm picking up on is the intensity of the eyes. So I'm not sure if you feel that within your person or if I'm just picking up on your person's energy in how they look at you. But there's an intensity that I feel here that, I'm sorry, that I'm picking up on that feels like, how can I describe it? Like hunger. There's a hunger here. And I feel like your person has this hunger for you because I feel like they have a very strong, again, desire for you. And yet, this Aquarius energy, this king here, um, he's trying to be logical about it, and we're ending the reading with these sword cards, which it's showing me he's all in his head, okay, or she, whatever your person is, they're all in their head right now, and yet there's a little bit, not a delusion, but look at how, the Two Swords is all about an indecision. It's about someone that puts the mask on and has, sort of blinders on, or someone that kind of has their head buried in the sand, that they're not really seeing reality. So there's almost like this sense within your person that, you know, the Ace of Swords is here showing me the clarity, all right? And the energy wrapped in the sword is even blue, which is showing me that truth, and that authenticity. Um, I feel that it's a struggle, and that's why this Two of Swords is here, because I feel like they're trying to maintain what it is that they've already accomplished or what they have. So in that way, they're trying to be logical, they're trying to be practical, and yet at the same time, they are also very swept up in the feelings that they have, the energy that they feel when you are near or when they connect with you. All right, so let's get some messages. Let's see, how about from Hidden Truth here? This is from All Things Intuitive. Messages from pile one's person. I wish I could take back my words. I'm wondering if there was some communication where they had denied their feelings. Maybe you did ask them, and they either played it cool, especially with this King of Swords here, sort of played dumb, acted like they, very nonchalant. This King of Swords can sometimes come or appear very cool, but in fact, it's again what's inside, what's hidden within them that they're not letting anybody see. We will be together again. I feel you leaving me behind. So again, you could have picked up, you felt this and you're feeling like it's best to move on from this person. Or again, if they said something to you that made you sort of feel rejected, and or there's just no movement from this person, you're trying to back away at this moment. You speak to me through music, so this may be someone that very much uh, listens to a melody, music, tunes, and certain songs remind them of you. And then on the bottom of the deck is, I want to feel that way again. All right, I'm going to close out the reading, but let's also get some animal advice here. So for pile one, Spirit, what does pile one What messages do you have for pile one specifically at this time? So we have squirrel spirit here, all right? And that is believe in yourself. So this is number 57, which reduces to 12, and that is that hanged man energy. So very much I feel like this is someone, again, that secretly watches you. You may not know that, or you may not think that. Um, it's that energy of sort of being in limbo when we're talking about the hanged man. So if you feel, again, that your person is quiet, that they're not saying anything, if they are acting pretty cool, calm, not allowing you to see the feelings that they have, spirit is here. They want to remind you to, not to go in that direction, all right, of feeling rejected, continue to believe in yourself. All right. I feel that's strong. Continue to believe in yourself and don't allow yourself to regress or any way. Keep those healthy boundaries set. All right. When it comes to this person, because it may even feel at times that this person may even play mind games with you in some way, like you can feel this attraction, but they're not really, and it's just leaving you in this position of doubt, and yet your intuition is telling you that something's here, you're not crazy. Believe in yourself. All right. That's the reminder from spirits today. And we're closing out with Moonology manifestations. Take inspired action. All right. So this is surly. This is, of course, your choice. This is full moon in Virgo, but if you feel that you're in that space where you don't know what's up with your person, and or it's been left in some limbo energy here where you just don't know what's going on, if you feel the need that you need to take that action and be more direct and find out what's going on, Spirit saying, do not be afraid to do that. However, I just want to point out that do that for yourself because you believe in yourself, but don't do that by setting an expectation of how this person is going to react or respond, because that's when you start to set yourself up for disappointment. So you need to do it for yourself, not with the notion of, if I do this, then I expect my person to do this, or I expect my person to react in this way because that's how I would. Spirit's saying no. You have to take that energy, believe in yourself, call them out if you need to, but then whatever that answer is, you have to be okay with it. Okay. Um, and you have to be content with that, because otherwise, again, it's just sending you down that path of feeling rejected and abandoned. Spirit does not want you to do that. All right, pile one. So I am going to leave the reading here. I do hope it resonated with you. Leave a comment in the comment section if it did, and I will see you again at the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile two. All right, welcome to your reading. Today's reading, of course, being what is your person thinking about when they think about you? Are they even thinking about you? What's going on in general? We'll take a look and see what messages come through from Spirit today. You were drawn to either this beautiful pink amethyst heart or the Ciro Marchetti, the Gilded Tarot deck. All right. So before we get started, though, let's just take that moment to put ourselves in a place where we can focus. So, pile two, if you can take in a deep breath for me at this time. I want you to release any negative energy that you're feeling as you're exhaling. And that will help you to quiet your mind. I'm looking for you to focus, connect with your intuition so that you can connect with mine and I can bring you the messages that you need to hear today. So I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner power and I trust my intuition always. So this, I mean, I'm I love amethyst, always been a fan, always drawn to it. I actually just switched out my new point, my wand to chevron amethyst. It's one of my favorite crystals. But this pink amethyst here, oh goodness, in the light when you really shine, put it up to the sunlight, it's just absolutely beautiful. Associated with the crown chakra, the third chakra, and even the heart chakra. All right, with this beautiful pink color here, and we're talking about passion. All right, we're talking about unconditional love. Uh, we're talking about compassion when we're working with this crystal. Um, it is a stone that's big in helping to release negative energies. So if you were drawn to this pile, and especially this crystal, it could be because, you're in need of releasing some negative energies that you've been carrying with you, especially if those negative energies are coming from that feeling of or anxiety about your relationships, if they've been unstable, or what the future outcome is going to be of a relationship or a connection. If you have that type of anxiety that you have built up inside, you may want to get some pink amethyst. All right. And when you're meditating, place this on your heart chakra, or you can hold it. And set the intention for this crystal to release some of those negative energies that you're holding on to uh, when it comes to the anxieties that you have about the people that you're involved with. All right. When we're talking about zodiac signs, Aquarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, you may feel that connection to this stone more than others. All right. So let's dive in, take a look, and see here What is going on, pile two, with your person? What is it that they're thinking about when they think of you? I hope you are all doing well. I'm recording this on a Friday, but it's pretty cloudy and dreary here, so I feel like the light, I do like natural light, um, makes it appear that it's almost evening, and yet it's not. Okay. The Ten of Wands. Ooh, what a way to start, right? The Seven of Swords, the Magician, Page of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Hierophant. Now here we go. The Hierophant, it was in the exact spot for the pile one reading. Um, you may want to go ahead and take a look at that pile. The Page of Wands, the King of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Let's take a look here at Kipper. False person. And one more, and we'll get started. I already feel the messages coming through. Obsessed with you. Okay. So the first energy that I was feeling, that I was picking up on is, this is a connection that is based on, I feel, a great deal of, how can I put this? Both, I feel like it's based on false pretenses. I feel that especially with this false person card, there's a lack of authenticity on both sides. I don't feel that uh, the two of you, pile two, uh, there's a struggle here to really understand um, what it is to be truly authentic with one another. Okay. And I think that's because of some sort of trigger. There's some sort of weight here with this Ten of Wands that sits in your person's present energy. Um, Coupled here with this Seven of Cups, which is the cross card. And what I'm feeling overall is that there's some sort of um, naiveness when it comes to the love that they have for you. There's a strong feeling coming through here that I feel that you both were in a bad spot, and that's how you connected with this magician that's sitting here in past energies. And you somehow connected in a place where you both were. It may not have been the most healthiest time, but with this infinity sign here, like I feel like you were both in that energy where you were either not feeling great about yourselves. Um, there was a depression or there's some sort of baggage that I feel you both carry with you from your past lives, the way this Ten of Wands sits here. All right, see, this Ten of Wands energy is that energy of feeling like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. That's how your person feels right now. Like there's a heaviness that your person carries with them. And what's interesting is I also feel that again, there's something here mixed with either delusion or fantasy. Is it more fantasy related? Definitely look at this card here. There's an obsession that the two of you may have with one another. You may have this obsession about your person, and yet there's this strong notion that's coming through that. I don't know if it's too hard to say that your person lacks some sort of emotional bandwidth, but seeing these pages here just are really giving me this energy that your person is very young in some way. All right. Whether that's in age, whether that's just mentally when they are trying to deal with emotions. Um, it could be just their logic and their intellect as well, but I just feel like there's something very young here about them, as if they still are on a path where they need to learn a lot, and I feel like that's why this Ace of Swords is here, because they still have to, take that road where they gain clarity um, within themselves. I feel that they think of you as a very mysterious. um, it's even just because of this young feeling that I'm getting. Um, it's almost like they feel that you are very intense for them. Like there's an intensity here that um, they almost feel intimidated by, and because of that, that doesn't make them feel very good. Uh, or it could be vice versa. So please take that how it resonates. But I do feel, you know, you are someone that they look up to, pile two, in the sense that they're looking for validation from you with the Six of Wands here, because this is all about victory. It is about success, but I always say that the Six of Wands is much more than that for me, because you're looking for that victory and success from the people that surround you or the people that they're focused on. So I do feel like your person, pile two, they seek that acceptance from you in some way. It almost, yeah, like it almost comes across like a mother or father like, type of an energy, like as if um, you are mothering them or fathering them, guiding, trying to guide them in some way. And I'm sorry, like if this doesn't resonate with you, then please go check out one of the other readings. But I just get this sense of, even with the Hierophant here, now it could be a sign that there's a marriage involved in some way, right? But it also could just be what I'm getting here, this strong sense of, the Hierophant, this Taurus energy, talking about values and um, beliefs, but it also represents like that higher teaching. So, I'm not sure if this is even almost like that feeling of like a teacher student or a mentor in some way. Do they see you as a mentor? Um, but there's this, again, unequal view that they have when it comes to you. Like there's a battle here that I feel that they don't feel that they're on the same level with you in some way. And because of that, there's a strong intensity here. I'm not saying that they're not attracted to you with the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands. The way the page holds this cup, the way the page holds this wand, that yes, it's like almost like they're mesmerized in some way, and yet there's fear here, you know? And I feel like they're trying with the Seven of Swords, like there's some sort of clarity, that they're trying to figure out. In this Seven of Swords, there's even a fox over here that's laying, and the fox is all about being shrewd and it's about being cunning. Um, and I feel like they're trying in some way to to be shrewd, to be cunning. I'm not sure if they're trying to mimic you or mirror you in that respect. But yet I look over here at this King of Cups and I feel like it's very um like look at this water. Like again, talk about like tumultuous, like very rough. Like the seas are rough here, and the thing about the King of Cups, which is Scorpio energy, it, it's almost like this person, I'm not sure what goes on in this connection as far as emotions, but there's almost this feeling or battle, like as the king holds this cup, like using emotions to try to control or manipulate the other person. There's that sense coming through, which, is coming through as an energy that I don't feel it's healthy. I do feel like this person still has a lot to learn. There's a lot of clarity here that your person needs to gain. Um, and yet there's some sort of dark connection where I feel, um, they feel this connection, obsessed with you. But look at how the couple's all in black. Like that's just, there's something dark here that's standing in the way. And that could just be because from the beginning of this connection, maybe it's just been very hard to take these masks off. Maybe it's been very hard for the two of you to be vulnerable with one another. And yet I feel that that's needed because otherwise, I feel as this connection progresses, it's just sort of based on this Seven of Cups energy, which is coming in for me as uncertainty, like not really knowing where things will go or not really knowing where things stand. And because of that, I feel that again, there's more of a fantasy type illusion here than the realistic expectation of having an open, vulnerable relationship with one another. So that's what just came through. Let me also, I want to clarify here this center energy and see if I can get any more information. The Fool. It's interesting. Yeah, it's almost like a fresh new start, a new beginning is needed, sort of starting from scratch. Let me just clarify this final outcome card to see if there's any additional messages that come through. You know, the Fool is all about that energy of being able to take the risk, you know, taking that leap of faith, which I feel in this case, the surrounding cards, your person, you know, is not in that situation. You know, there's some things that need to be worked out here. Um, Especially this feeling of lack that I'm picking up on, whether that's you or your person. Maybe it's both of you. The Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Cups. It's interesting with the Two of Cups. This is one of those tarot cards that rarely come out for me for all the readings that I do. And then let me just get one more. The Six of Pentacles, which is all about giving and receiving, pile two, you know, and having that ability to do so. And that's, you know, here you see the scale because it's about that balance, right? And there's something here with this false person, you know, where I feel that there's a lack of something. Things are not balanced here. And even though I do feel that there's this feeling of wanting this love, you know, a new start, a new love. The Queen of Pentacles is here. There's this feeling of them seeing you as that ideal partner, and yet uh, the scales, you know, the scales have to be balanced in order for that to work. So I do feel like there's a lot of work here that needs to be done. Um, And I do feel like it's coming from both of you, all right? Because again, there's this feeling, you know, this trigger. You know, I'm not sure if you're triggering your person's triggering you, very much mimicking and mirroring one another. But it's like there's this attraction, and yet at the same time, there's this need to kind of control. uh, there's this feeling like, I don't know if you're trying to control the situation and your person, again, it doesn't feel like they're on your level. There's a real struggle here. So let me get some messages from your person. How about we do, this is going to be Hidden Truth, version 2 of All Things Intuitive, and see what messages your person has for you at this time. They think about if they still have a chance. I hide my feelings. I can't reach out. So your person may feel like they're, you know, unreachable at this time, or they don't feel like they can because of the way they feel. Your intellect arouses me. Yes, again, I do feel like, I don't know if there's an age difference here. I feel so happy with you. And on the bottom of the deck, I am waiting patiently. So before I close out, let's get some animal energy and see for pile 2 what it is that you need to focus on at this time. I feel that your person, even their messages are very, not young, but very wishy-washy. very conflicting when I look at them. And that could be contributing because, again, like this, it just doesn't feel like the two of you have taken off those masks and been, you're being straight with one another. It's like you're hiding part of yourself, um, each of you, but your person definitely. Let's see what comes through. Look, the sandpiper spirit. Be playful, and this is card number 51, which is reduces to 6. It is the lover's card when we're talking about that. I feel like spirit wants that message of um, be playful now because again, there's something very intense. It's almost I don't want to say bothersome to me, but I don't I don't like the feeling that I'm getting when I'm pulling into your person's energy or yours. Like again, there's an intensity here that I feel is very overwhelming, and I do feel that there's, it's too much. It's too much for your person to handle, and that's why that 10 of Wands was the first card out. So I feel like Spirit's giving this message for you to sort of take that step back and back off, and leave this person be because they're obviously not ready or they're not, again, at that level for the intensity that you're kind of giving them. If you're being seen as this King of Cups, and that Scorpio energy, again, there's that deep, dark, mysterious energy. If there's any type of anger or resentment, or jealousy that comes through, it's definitely, I feel like, driving your person in a direction where the easiest the easiest thing for them is to just push you away and not deal with it. So let's close out the Moonology manifestations and see. First quarter moon in Sagittarius. All right. So we have here believe in your good luck. All right. So, Spirit is asking you at this time to assess this situation. See where you stand, see the changes that you need to make as a person, all right? And take, that moment to believe in yourself, to believe in abundance, to believe in the prosperity that surrounds you, instead of what I fear is sort of a toxic obsession that I'm picking up on that needs needs to be released. Like you need to let go of it. There's something here that I feel like, when someone's gripping or hanging on too tight, um, you need to turn your energy in another direction. All right, pile two. So I am going to leave the reading here and I'm going to get a drink of water before I move on to pile three because I feel my voice is leaving. Uh, Thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you at the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile three. Okay, welcome to your reading. Today's reading being, what is your person thinking about when they think about you? What's on their mind? Are they thinking about you at all at this time? We'll take a look and see what's going on. We will do a deep dive, all right? But before we get started, let's just take that moment to go within and focus. So pile three, if you can take in a deep breath for me. And my voice is giving me a little trouble, so I hope I can get through it. I just want you to go within and quiet your mind. When you take in your deep breath, I want you to exhale any stress that you're feeling. so that you could quiet yourself. Concentrate on your third eye chakra, your intuition, so that you can connect with mine and I can bring you the messages that you need to hear most. So I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner powers and I trust my intuition always. I'm going to keep my water nearby. So, pile three, you were either drawn to the steampunk tarot or look at this beautiful heart. Now, this piece I just purchased. Last weekend, there was a gem show uh, at the convention center near where I live, a gem and mineral show. So I went there, had a lot of fun, saw a lot of beautiful pieces, but I came home with this scolecite because I was so drawn to it, associated with the crown and third eye chakra, which I love. So I'm always working, to strengthen those two chakras. And this stone is just like a total auric cleanser, you know? Um, and it is a stone that brings inner peace. So if you were drawn to this beautiful white crystal, it could be because your life is calling for some inner peace, all right? Some inner peace is needed. It's a great stone to pull out the negative energy from you and absorb it, okay? So if you're feeling like you're struggling and you need that inner peace, if your soul is struggling, grab some scolecite and hold on to it, and let it absorb some of that negative energy that you're carrying within yourself. All right. So now let's go ahead. This stone, just so you know, is associated with the zodiac sign of Capricorn. All right. In Capricorn, you guys are the hard workers of the zodiac group, very much driven by career and work. So you may be needing inner peace just from your job alone if you're feeling um, that need. So let's take a look now at your person and see what it is that they're thinking about when it comes to you. Ooh, the moon. Wow. Pisces energy starting out. The high priestess. Definitely some water energy flowing through here. The nine of wands, and there's that anxiety. I'm sorry. Wow. I'm not sorry. The three of cups. The Knight of Wands. And the Eight of Swords. The Queen of Pentacles. And the Seven of Swords. The Magician. The Ace of Swords. All right, one from Kipper. Privileged Lady. And what else? Oh, one from the stack here, Missing Fire. Special moments. All right. Pile three. Your person is thinking, I feel like your person's trying to get your attention in some way. Now, we're starting out with the moon here, which definitely, when I'm looking at the rest of the cards, um, sort of pulls in this energy that I'm feeling about your person. Yet at the same time, what I'm feeling originally was that, you look at these spotlights and it's shining on this moon. All right. Your person is very much, well, I'll get into that in a moment, but they're feeling, this person is in a very sort of a reckless state at this moment. And I can feel, there's a dark side, there's illusions here that your person's dealing with. I feel like they're trying to make their way down this path, and yet I feel like some things are stuck. All right, I do feel like your person does have anxiety. Looking at this Nine of Wands, that's the putting up a wall. It's about this denial, and yet this person is looking through this it is looking through this telescope, and I feel like your person is watching you in some way, trying to give you some sign that may not be clear. Okay, it may not be clear to you, or it's something that's bare minimum, like a bare minimal sign. So, um, that leaves you feeling like what the, sort of like what the heck, right? Like what is going on? I feel that your person is stuck. They're in a place, this magician is on its side, which is the obstacle right now. And the magician is all about recognizing in this earth energy, this 3D material world, that you have all the tools that you need in order to have the life that you desire. And what's coming through is that your person, pile three, doesn't feel like that. All right. And I feel here with this high priestess and this crystal ball, it's like they're just, they've sort of feel that they lost power. I feel that this is their overall feeling in life, but it's also directed towards you. Like there's something here, like they feel that they've lost out on. I feel like they think you're doing very well, um, or they see you, or when they're interacting, like they feel like you have it all. And they're left in this behavior that I feel is not healthy for them right now. All right. Um, and they're in denial about something when it comes to themselves. I don't know if they're dealing with a lack of, uh, you know, security. If there's insecurities that I feel like your person deals with when it comes to themselves, like they just are not secure. Um, they feel that they have no, how can I say this? When it comes to intuition, when it comes to vision, like they feel like they don't know where their journey is headed. Um, and because of that, it's almost like I feel like there's this sense that they're spinning out of control. All right. I'm looking at this high priestess now. When we're talking about high priestess, you know, this is someone that's very intuitive, very all knowing, she sort of has that one up on the magician here because the magician is learning to deal with the tools in this 3D material world. And then you move on to the high priestess, and she has one foot in this material world, but she also has one foot beyond. So she has that all knowing energy and that all knowing intellect and that belief. So she's very intelligent. Now, the thing about the high priestess is that she's also mute. So here, with this high priestess coupled with the moon, which represents sort of secrets, I feel that, whatever it is that your person is going through, he's mute about, she's mute about, all right? Quiet, almost again in a denial with this Nine of Wands. So here you have this wounded warrior standing, um, as if they're being strong, but really there's this wall that's been built up, and your person isn't dealing with, I feel, any of um, the sadness, the anxiety, whatever is going on with them, they're not really dealing with it. And I feel like they've chosen to take matters into their hands, sort of by being reckless, by being careless. All right. Because it gives them that sense, it gives them that few minutes of feeling good, of feeling free. All right. I'm looking at this Three of Cups here that's in their hidden energies, and it's even given me the impression that perhaps, they're numbing themselves or they're partying too much. Again, they're heading down a part of their journey that isn't healthy for them. And yet, all right, and yet they're focused on certain moments that the two of you have, these special moments here. I feel like it, they still feel that very much, all right? But the journey that they're on, I feel, has caused them to sort of turn in a direction, that is going to take some time for them until they get back on the right track again, is what I'm feeling. All right. Your person, I feel, feels sort of suffocated, is the feeling that I'm getting. They feel entrapped in some way when it comes to their environment, their life. All right. Um, it could be, I feel like there's possibly someone that they feel is holding them back in some way. It could be a mother. It could be perhaps they're with someone, so it could be a spouse, and because of that, I feel like there's a lot of energy flowing through this person with the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Swords here, where they feel like they've lost out on things, you know, and it's almost like they're thinking it's because of someone that surrounds them in their environment, and yet the fact of the matter is that it's themselves that they've been struggling with, you know? So this is a person who I feel is in a position where they're kind of blaming others for where they're at, and really it's no fault but of their own. Because what they're not working on is the power to be able, for this energy to shift, for this magician to turn upright so that they can realize that, hey, I have everything that I need to do in order to have the life I want. I just have to make these decisions and change my ways, take action that perhaps they did not want to take in their past in order to kind of straighten themselves out. Because what I'm seeing is with this Knight of Wands energy here is like, again, they're continuing to move forward in a reckless type of behavior in order to make themselves feel better. Um, the Ace of Swords is over here because they need clarity. They're lacking clarity at this moment. They're not thinking clearly. I feel that their thinking is clouded at this time with this moon here, and it could just be because of whatever they're interpreting in their head, like it's almost like they've created their own story, whether they really know the true story or not. Um, I feel this is someone that's been moving through life with pain. And again, the easiest way for them to deal with it is to sort of create this wall when there's bumps in the roads, and instead of actually facing their pain and hurt head on. And because of that, it's just taking them in this direction that isn't healthy for them right now. And what I'm feeling, strongly is when they see you, when they watch you, when they come in contact with you, the way that you present yourself here as this privileged lady, is this energy that they feel like you have it all going on. You're doing well. All right. That even for some of you, like as if they feel you're giving the impression that you're so much better off without them, or at the very least they've convinced themselves that you are much better off without them. Do you see what I'm saying? Because of their low self-esteem, they feel that you are much better off without them, or you deserve someone better than them. It's honestly, it's kind of a heart-tugging feeling, the energy that's coming through with this reading, and I can understand why the Scolecite is here, because I do feel like I need to grab on and hold on to it just to feel some inner peace. I do feel, pile three, that your person is struggling, like their soul feels like it's trapped in some way, and it's screaming freedom is what I'm picking up on. Let me just clarify um, this this center energy. Definitely a strong feeling of I am not worthy. The Page of Wands. There's still an attraction that they think about, that they have with you. So, whenever you come into contact or however they see you, they still have that attraction. So I don't feel that that has gone away. What I feel is unfortunate is if there has been something where the two of you decided to move on from one another, or the two of you were not being able to come together at this time, that attraction is still there, but it's being overtaken, I feel, by the wall that your person has created. Because it's whatever this person, I feel, has been through, whether it's in childhood, um, or something that they're pulling through from their past life, it's worth, eh, what I'm let me see, how can I explain this? It's worth them to feel more protected, like they need to guard their own hearts than to let that down, let down that guard is what I'm feeling and be vulnerable enough to explain to you what it is that they're going through or what it is that they've been going through. And because of that, the easiest way is to put this wall up and say that you are doing much better without them, that you are much more worthier without them, that they would bring you darkness where you have this beautiful light. That's what's coming through. Yeah, look at this. There could have been a painful ending that occurred here between you and your person with this, and because of that, I feel like your person has struggled since that painful ending. They're they feel like they're trying to pick up the pieces. I feel like they put on a good show that everything is okay, and meanwhile, it's inside. It's their inner peace with the skull of sight. It's their inner peace that they're struggling with. I'm going to take a few more cards for this Ace of Swords to see if there's any more messages, and then I'm going to pull messages from your person. The Page of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Yes. See, I feel like this person watches you from afar. What's on the bottom of the deck? The Queen of Cups. And this is that Cancerian energy. Um, what I find very interesting is that in this deck, here's this Queen of Cups that extends her cup of love, right? And I do feel very much that's how your person sees you, these special nostalgic moments that they carry. Um, I feel that you're very compassionate, that you're very nurturing, and here you are extending this cup to them, and I feel that they didn't take it. They turned their back, they turned away from this cup of love, and it's not because that they didn't feel for you, that they didn't have feelings for you. I feel like they very much had these strong desires and strong emotions for you. Unfortunately, it's their struggles. It's their wheelhouse. It's how they see themselves, where they've put them in this category where they don't feel that you deserved them. And yet, I do feel that when every chance that they get, I do feel that they watch you from afar. Okay, because the Page of Swords, this is like my mini spy. And even in this Ten of Pentacles, which I find very, you know, compared to the traditional card. Like here is this family, and look at this woman watching the family from afar. So I feel almost like this is your person watching you, thinking that you are lucky, that you have these privileges. All right. And either that's not the case because they do not know the bigger picture, the full story, or it could be that you, pile three, have moved on and you're doing well, and there's some sadness and jealousy that's coming through from your person because they're not able to experience that with you. But only to how can I say this? Like it's only because of they allowed themselves to um, not move on the experience that maybe could have been between the two of you, because of the lowness that they feel within themselves. Right? So let's get some messages. I'm going to use my deck for this. Let's use Chariot Soul Tarot. Let's see what I can pull up. So, messages from pile three person. All right. Mhm. I meant, I want to take this leap of faith, but I am scared, which shows me that even that magician that's on its side, the obstacle for your person, the obstacle that's with your person right now is only themselves. They hold themselves back. We are worlds apart, yet I feel so close to you. So even though your person, pile three, has pushed you away, all right, nonetheless, they still feel the energy and the connection with you. So no matter where you are, your person still feels that, right? So there is this attraction, there is this connection that they have with you. It's just a shame that they have been taken down uh, a different path at this moment. I never meant to hurt you. Missing you is so hard. And you woke me up. So, perhaps it's just your experience that can jolt them. But, what I'm almost feeling right now is like a dark night of the soul. So it could be possible very much that you're waking, you've triggered this person in some way, and they're kind of spiraling at the moment, but at the same time, it's the trigger from you that has woke them up, that they have to take a sort of a hard look at themselves. And that vulnerability may be hard for them to share with you, but what I even feel is harder is the, sort of seeing that vulnerability within themselves that I feel they haven't been dealing with over the course of the years, through their life. In the bottom of the deck, I'm so sorry I didn't see us for what we are. And look at that, how it's just here with this message of this person looking. So they, your person can even be visualizing the two of you as a couple and what you could be, but they just allowed that, they weren't ready to take that leap of faith. All right. So let's get spirit, some animal spirit energy here for you. Let's see what it is that you need to focus on at this time, pile three. Look at this, bat spirits. A rebirth is assured. So, and here's the thing, you may be feeling this, pile three. I do feel that there is, you know, strong energy of transformation, okay, and a rebirth that is needed from your person. And you being the reason, you are driving them to have to kind of wake up and look at themselves. And because of that, it's difficult. We have five here, which represents that Hierophant energy, but fives also are all about change and conflict, and the drama that this person may be dealing with. Um, the internal conflict within them is what's so hard right now. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the horse spirit, 33, which reduces to 6, bringing that lover's energy here. But it's horse spirit. Freedom is yours. And as I mentioned, there's something here where your person just feels trapped. They feel trapped. They feel that their soul is trapped. They could feel like they're stuck, that they're in a vessel perhaps, and they just need to feel free. And that's where they are right now. All right, so let's close out with Moonology manifestation. talk less and feel more. Last quarter moon in Pisces, when we're talking about Pisces, Pisces can really feed into their intuition. They can pick up on that spirituality. I feel like here the message talk less, feel more. Spirit's letting you know, like, look, if this person is going through their own journey, their own battle, um, I feel like this is a reminder for you that even though you may not be talking, you definitely can still feel the connection that you have within this person. And it's not because of the feelings, it's not because of their feelings and emotions that they didn't have for you. I feel that this definitely is a connection here that woke them up, that they do have these feelings for you, but it is their own internal conflict that they're dealing with right now. All right. It's with their own internal conflict that they have to deal with. And because of that, they cannot um, sort of either handle the connection, or it's just not this right moment in time for you to be together. All right. Bottom of the deck, full moon in Capricorn. Take a reality check. All right, so pile three, I'm going to leave the reading here. I hope it resonated with you. You can let me know in the comments if it did, and I will see you again at the next reading. Bye.